Welcome to yet another episode of Mr. Vamos Dissects. It's been a pretty interesting week. We've had Champions League, we've had the Spanish La Liga, we've had the Conference League, we've had the Europa League, and a lot of action in across Europe, out of Europe, Uganda Premier League, and everywhere. Well, for those of you that are new here, please don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe. We basically give you the buzz about football that is taking place around the continent on here. So don't touch that dial, yeah. Keep subscribed on here and let's journey into this together. Well, in today's episode, we're going to give you a recap of what happened during the week, and then we're probably going to lead you to possible hitters during the weekend. Fast forward, we start into the Champions League. Well, it's been a whole new format altogether this time around. And well, the notable teams that would like to, well, there were very many shockers during the Champions League. Aston Villa faced Bayern Munich instead there. Aston Villa hasn't been in the Champions League for very many seasons, but interestingly, they have a Champions League in their cabinet, Champions League trophy. Well, they ended a 41 unbeaten streak for Bayern Munich instead there with John Duran. This is like, I think he has the best minutes per goal ratio in the world right now, yeah? Being very reliable for Unai Emery. Coming off the bench. Came off the bench, found Manuel Neuer doing what he does best off the line. Put a goal inside there. Very, very, very unexpected result inside that one. But Aston Villa took that one on. Benfica washed Atletico Madrid. Very many of you didn't see that one coming. Well, Diego Simeone was actually washed. Di Maria putting in a penalty inside there. And I think the boys from Portugal came on a mission. Another shocker of a result for very many of you that had put your tickets on that one. And then, well, we had Liverpool, of course, put somebody to the sword, washed somebody inside there. Borussia Dortmund, of course, as expected, they've been washing, not a result that people did not expect. AS Roma continues their slump in form. They were washed by Elfsborg, another result that left very many of you wondering. Well, I thought after the sacking of De Rossi, they were going to begin cooking points, but stuff isn't really coming through for them. Chelsea continues to wash teams in and out. They managed to wash Ghent 4-2 wins at there. Of course, Christophe Macouk was now the top scorer for Chelsea this season with 7 goals. I think very many guys think Macarena, I think this must be the time that he's going to be cooking spots. But I still think they still need time to face very many big dogs for them to convince me and all that. So it's something that I'm still keeping my eyes on. Lille went on to beat Real Madrid 1-0. Another big shocker inside there. Lille, as I said, that not very many people saw coming. Jonathan David putting a penalty inside that one there. Real Madrid, kings of Europe, undoubtedly the best side in Europe. Of course, with the signing of Mbappe, they actually increased their worth. But of course, that was not enough. Lille took them out. A win that left very many people cursing. Well, for very many of you that did the Capapula during the week, I think very many of you were left struck. Man United, FC Porto, Man United's wars continue. Ten Hag. I think Harry Maguire must have saved Eric Ten Hag's job during the week. Well, of course, coming off the bench to snatch a late equalizer inside that one. Well, there's a lot of stuff that's not going right at Man United. But, well, that will be a discussion for another time. Yeah? Man United gave her a 2-goal lead. Game ended 3-3. We would not say for Man United guys that they were shocked. Well, of course, another notable mention, Bruno Fernandes got a red card for his second successive game. I don't know what that means for anyone that's watching outside there, but it's something to worry about. Well, the only thing I learned from during the week is I think the underdogs that have come into the Champions League, Europa, and Conference League respectively, actually going to give people a run for their money. For just some of you who are trying to like make some money during the week, I think you need to put in there should be some prayers inside there, yeah. Take nothing away from the small teams that are trying to put something inside there. Well, let's get to what we do best, yeah. I think the best game I'll give you guys this weekend must be Frankfurt taking on Bayern Munich. This is a top of the table clash. Bayern Munich leads the log, and then Frankfurt follows. So Frankfurt has been pretty impressive. Yeah, Frankfurt in Europe managed to offset Besiktas. Besiktas, which is one of the best sides in Turkey right now, of course after Galatasaray and Fenerbahce. I think this game will be nice to watch because Frankfurt has been racking up the points. They've won 4 of their last 5 games inside there. Of course, Bayern Munich drew against Leverkusen the last time out in a game that didn't really meet the expectation. We expected the game to be very high scoring and all that, but you guys should keep your eyes locked on that one. Direct a possible result for you guys in that one will be both teams to score. Yeah, I'm thinking my Chelsea guys are saying I've not spoken about their team in a long time, and then what? Well, Chelsea's versus Nottingham Forest this weekend. Nottingham Forest beat Chelsea the last time they versed each other in the Premier League, but this is a different Chelsea, yeah. Well, I'll give Macarena his flowers because he's been cooking spots with Chelsea. I think he's rotating the squad properly. The boys are clicking in spots. Nicholas Jackson missed of the season last time out, but Cole Palmer putting in 4 goals the last time out with a beautiful free kick inside there. Nottingham Forest is not a team to sleep on, by the way. When you get an Anthony Elanga and Morgan Gibbs-White, those must be guys that might cause you problems inside there. But I think this Chelsea tide has somewhat become stable. Robert Sanchez is actually trying to keep clean sheets here and there, yeah? So if I was to look at this game instead there, I think Chelsea takes the upper hand in this game, right? And now they've been at least scoring 2 goals in every game they're playing. So expect this game to be a Chelsea X. Yeah, Chelsea X, but at least Chelsea will put in 2 goals in that one. Man United takes on Aston Villa. Well, I think these are games some of us have been saying Kapata out. For the first time I'll come to and say, I think it's, if you've been watching Benny McCarthy's interviews recently, he says Ten Hag is actually a good coach, but he doesn't have like the balls. He doesn't have like that thing that makes players or pushes players to do their best. Well, Aston Villa, like I said, they ended the unbeaten of Bayern Munich, and then they had some injuries inside there. Ramsey got injured. Ramsey hasn't really been instrumental there, but Onana got injured. Well, this is not Andre Onana, but this is their Amadou Onana. He's been rock solid in the middle there. But I think for Eric Ten Hag, we were counting like a certain number of games where he would lose and then he would get the sack, but they're not coming through. But this is a very big test for Man United. Well, I said it last week and I'll say it again that if the coach can actually, well, I don't know. I'm not a manager or something. The only thing I know how to do is maybe play FIFA and do team manager and all that. But even when I'm doing all that, if a player is not playing well, I'm going to take him out and bring a player who is better. If a player is playing well, I can't take him out. Well, against FC Porto, Man United looked like they were in the driving seat. Rashford, who was actually having a good game, was taken out. Diallo was also taken out. So you're asking yourself, this is a team that's trying to build momentum and all that. How would you sub your best players on the pitch and bring people that have not yet gotten the rhythm of the game? Yeah. So I think Man United needs the Aston Villa test, and I think these guys need. I think for Man United fans, if you guys want the coach to get the sack inside there, you should be praying for a few losses inside that one. But when Man United face Aston Villa, I don't see Man United walking away with this one unless the boys actually come and give their hearts into this one. But this game will have this game will be an over 1.5, yeah. But I don't see Man United taking this result in there. Other interesting games I will have. Well, Spurs is actually on the ramp, yeah. Spurs is on the ramp. I don't even know what to say about Spurs anymore. But of course, I'll give you guys a note. Spurs is playing Brighton. Brighton is really tricky. Brighton has lost, I think, their last game inside there. But Spurs versus Brighton, I don't want to get into a lot of theatrics and all that, but I'll give you guys a Spurs win. Yeah. Liverpool takes on Crystal Palace. But Liverpool, I think, ever since the check that Sloth got of the loss that he took the last time in the Premier League, his very first loss, I think the ship has steadied a bit. Yeah. Well, for a coach like Sloth, he's been rotating Darwin Nunez and Diogo Jota based on who is performing. Cody Gakpo has made it a habit to come off the bench and score goals. But then Crystal Palace hasn't really ticked. Well, they haven't really won a game this season. Jean-Philippe Mateta, number 14, Mr. Kapata, hasn't really ticked inside there. And I think if they wanted to get a game that would help them get back to winning ways, it wouldn't be Liverpool right now, because Liverpool is hot. It's on fire. I don't even know. Mo Salah is scoring goals, a beauty of a goal that he scored in the Champions League. But I would outrightly give you a Liverpool win without overthinking things, yeah? I think Arsenal versus Southampton. All of you guys know when Arsenal versus, uh, let me not call it mid-table team or a team that's below down there, it's going to probably wash them and all that. And of course, Mikel Merino is back. Thomas Partey is about to be renewed for a contract. So you expect an Arsenal win instead there. When you get into Italy, I forgot to mention Juventus. Juventus actually went on to win in the Champions League with a red card, and Thiago Motta has actually not lost a game this season. Yeah, so I'll give you guys a Juventus win. Girona takes on Atletico Bilbao. Girona is still struggling to get results inside there. Donny van der Beek is back scoring goals. Actually scored his first league goal in like 2 years. Yeah, leaving aside the goal he scored behind closed doors and all that. But Girona is home and Bilbao is away, but I expect Bilbao to put in 2 goals inside there. At least one of the Iñaki brothers is expected to deliver some goods inside there. Real Madrid takes on Villarreal. Real Madrid is not as convincing as they have been in the past, yeah. But I think they'll snatch this win and take it away a bit. Deportivo Alaves taking on Barcelona. Barcelona got their first loss last week against Osasuna. Osasuna has actually made it happy to beat Barcelona. Well, they had an odd of 1.5 there last week, and then they were washed 4-2 inside there. But I think Barcelona gets back to winning ways. I think those would be some of like the major games that you guys would be looking at. Inter Milan, I think Inter Milan continues its winning streak this weekend. Yeah, when you get into France, PSG takes on Nice. Nice is not the side that it used to be back in the day. Of course, still captained by Dante. Very many of you remember Dante from his Bayern Munich days. I think PSG takes this one away. Well, Ousmane Dembele is still under ban from his coach and all that. We don't expect him to cook a lot of spots, but expect PSG to take a win inside there. And then, which other game do you think we need to give you guys? And then when you get back to Germany, well, Bayer Leverkusen is taking on Holstein. This is a newly promoted side, I think. Bayer Leverkusen has to watch these ones. We don't need to overthink about it. But I like to think, in case you guys are trying to like count papers and all that, well, there's some teams that you need to probably be giving like an over 2.5. It must be like a sure for you. Well, in Germany, if you want to get an over 2.5, that's a very sure one. You're going to get yourself a Hoffenheim. Yeah, expect those boys to put in an over 2.5. Expect Dortmund to take a win inside there. Of course, Girassi has begun scoring goals again. I think he shrugged off that injury and he's back scoring goals. So expect something inside there. But I conclude and end by saying that I think the Premier League right now needs some of these coaches to be sacked. Yeah, just so I think everyone can get a wake-up call inside there, because it's really crazy. Some of these coaches are not really putting things in order. Yeah, and then of course kudos to Travis Motiaba. Of course, like I said, we've been following a lot of Ugandan bars and all that. And then the Ugandan media was really crazy to say that he had an offer from a French outfit in Lens, and he actually went on to sign for Bordeaux. Well, I think being a Ugandan must be like one of the most interesting things to be. But of course, we expect the man to go out there and cook sports. Of course, the entire league returns this weekend. There's rugby at Kings Park Arena. There's a lot of sports going on and all that. Just in case you feel you want to hit us up, you want to buzz us, you want to tell us what's going on, feel free to like hit us up on all the social media platforms. It's been nice. It's been nice chatting. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe. Vamos, we go again.